Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We are going to get into some messages and then we're going to do our usual Megastore Simulator. Tomorrow, we are going to be trying a new game, so mark it today, question mark for tomorrow. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I can talk about mine in a little bit, but I'd like to know how your weekend was doing. Good morning to all of you. Hello. Hello, Florine. Good morning. How are you doing? Hello, Elsie, and hello, Elite Gamer. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm setting my phone down because I keep looking at it and I need to put it down on the charger. How's everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a good time? What were you up to? I had to put you up here. Yeah. How's everybody? I'm doing good. I had a great weekend, so I'm doing fantastically. I don't know why I didn't set this up before stream started. I always do this to myself. De-rusting Kingdom Hearts 1 speedruns. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Did you stream already today? And if not, I will check out when you're on next time because I would really like to see some Kingdom Hearts speedruns. I'm gonna move my fan. Better. It's too close now. But it's not a stream without some sort of scuff. I'm the scuff today. So this weekend I went to Universal Studios in Hollywood, California, so up in LA, and we had a really good time. I don't think I'm young enough to be spending all day at parks, all day, every day. Oh, you want to run it back? Well, good luck. I wish you all the best. We're going to start getting ready for our morning messages in a minute. As I said, the poll is up. Let's see if any votes have started. So far, no votes. It's showing me, but sometimes the chat on OBS is like, it doesn't really work the way that it should. So I have to check the mobile app. It's very silly like that. Maybe if I close and reopen it. Hold on. Nope, nothing. But that's okay. We still have a few minutes left of the poll. The poll is for another, like, I want to say 7-ish minutes. So if the poll doesn't, like, okay, we have a vote. If the poll doesn't do anything, like if we don't get enough votes or we only have the one vote, like, it's fine. I'm not, like, stressed about we have to vote. Like, the vote's there for fun. So if it's not fun for you to vote, then don't do it. Is basically how I'm looking at it. So don't worry about it. Okay, desk is all set up. I am going to just wait for the poll to be over. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did this weekend. Like I said, we went to Universal Studios on a Saturday. It was crazy, but it was less crazy because it was packed. It was more crazy because it's summer and children are out of school. So there were a lot of rowdy teenagers and younger than teenagers, but just a lot of energy. And while that's good and it's positive, and I have nothing against children, I do find myself easily overstimulated by like loud noises. So very energetic kids all around you. This kid behind us kept like getting in my partner's shoulder when I was talking to her. And it was just very like it felt very much like people not knowing their personal space, and then I noticed parents not really like looking at what their kids were doing. So it was frustrating, but also like I'm not going to turn around and tell the parent what to do with their kid. Like if your kid's going to act rowdy and piss off other people, that's between you and God. Like that's between you and somebody else. So if you want to pick fights with other people because you can't get your kid together, then like there were people's kids like literally having like fights in the middle of the streets or running into people, and just it was just crazy, and I would, like, look to the parents, and the parents were, like, on their phones, and I'm like, just doom scrolling, not even, like, calling someone and having an important call, they were just doom scrolling and not really paying attention, so I was just like, I feel like in general, people are not very aware of themselves when it comes to other people, but that was very, very prominent this weekend. But I kept my cool. We had a good time. Nobody got too overstimulated. We stayed hydrated. We fed ourselves. We tried the Shrekzel. I'll post pictures in the Discord. Um, the Shrekzel is a Shrek pretzel. Um, I will say, for for a pretzel, it was pretty dry and salty, but it was good. It didn't really feel like I was eating a pretzel, but it was still good. A little more salt than I would have liked, but I am getting older. That's just the way it is. So it kind of looks like we might just be doing the sci-fi tarot today. I will wait a little bit longer. I'm kind of intrigued by how this poll is going because it's literally just showing the one vote. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting because usually there's more. No big deal. All right. So, how was everybody's weekend? What'd you guys get up to? Let me know. I'm curious what everyone's been up to. I didn't stream yesterday. I was honestly too tired and sore. You guys would have been hearing it every 5 minutes. Like, I'm so tired and sore. Like you guys would have been like, you could have canceled stream today, Val. It's okay. And you would have been right. So yesterday was a rest day, so thank you for that. Been playing too much Boba Bay. You know what? We're gonna get to that game eventually. All right, 2 votes for sci-fi. Interesting. Very intriguing. Okay, so we are playing a new game tomorrow. It's not Bobo Bay. It is a game that I already had on my Steam library that I have played before. But we're not playing it today, but we are playing it tomorrow, and I'm so excited because it's a game I've been wanting to get back into for some time. So let's start getting the sci-fi tarot ready then, because it kind of looks like unless like 12 people come in and are like, we want the horror tarot. I don't think we're gonna get horror tarot today. That's so funny. How is Bobo Bay? Where's my console? There it is. This thing's lasted me surprisingly long time. I bought it maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It doesn't expire since it's basically cologne. Oh, excuse me. Addicting, you won't believe it. I chose sci-fi in hopes to get the Phantom Bobo. Nice. You're manifesting for yourself, and I appreciate that. I love that for you. Okay. So. Oh, do you guys mind if I talk about Love and Deep Space for like 5 minutes? Okay, so everyone who knows me, who knows that I was excited about Valko, and heard last couple streams about me bitching about they removed Valko from the game, they decided to cancel him, just because of stupid people on the internet. Um, Apparently he was a load-bearing LI because ever since the new patch came out where they canceled the story and they canceled Valko because Valko is supposed to be integrated into the main story. So we haven't had a main story update since January, and before that even longer. So there's a possibility it's going to be a while before we even get Valko or even the main story. And so what I want to say as a person who is a Valko fan, I'm not talking about it too much because it makes me extremely angry what's going on in that situation because I saw the second I saw him, I was like, this is it for me. This is going to be my main. I love Silas as a character, but this is the Li I've been waiting for because of his personality trope. But then they took him. And yeah, still pretty pissed and bitter about it, but I'm choosing to ignore it until we get him back. So my boycott is just to pretend the game does not exist. Uh, so we're gonna start cleansing the Sci-Fi Tarot. It looks like Sci-Fi Tarot won by 3 votes. I haven't opened the game in about that same time, Flurry. And I honestly I hadn't really been logging in because I just hadn't felt called to it. So, uh all that aside, Valko aside, we love Valko here. Valko is a safe space for. Uh I'm personally not playing the game until we get him. Until it's been confirmed he's coming back to the game. But for now, we are going to be doing some tarot messages. As always, take the parts that resonate. Do not force the messages to fit. Messages in general are supposed to be for fun or for help. If you needed a message this week, that's fine. If you didn't need a message this week, that's also okay. I think I need to adjust my camera slightly more. There we go. That's a little better. Say hi to Titus and Yuna. All right. I also miss my wife. I miss her so much. Why does she have to work? All right. So, one day the hope is that I forgot to add it. there's a sound I forgot to add, and I was gonna add it for 4th of July, and I completely forgot to add it, but we'll add it next time. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching my streams. As always, these messages are general messages for the collective for the week. Take only the part that resonates, and when I say messages, it's only the one. You can apply any of your zodiac signs, any way that it makes sense to you. Actually, not that audio, but I considered it. It's the one, have you seen the video of the rabbit? Like, it's a 2D rabbit in, like, gym clothes. And this girl is talking about how she overate on the 4th of July, and she just starts screaming. And it's clear that the girl has an eating disorder. It's very unfortunate, but it's my favorite. Every time I see it on the timeline, I have to watch it, whether it's the 4th of July or not. But you usually see this video circulate during the 4th of July. If you haven't seen it, you don't know what I'm talking about, I will go post it in the Discord when I get a chance. The rabbit gets, yeah, I love that rabbit so much. Okay, so we're here. It's Monday. We didn't get to do messages last time. I was so sad. And it's unfortunate. But hot dog or corn dog? Corn dogs are better, I think. But I'm gonna be a little bit of a California girl for a second and just say I like myeongrang, which is the Korean hot dogs that sometimes do have hot dogs and sometimes they're just cheese and potato. If you're gonna ask me if I want a hot dog, I'm gonna want a myeongrang hot dog because it's cheese and potato and it's deep fried like potato and cheese goodness with a little bit of hot dog. You can also have like, I think you can have like squid ink in it and too. Like, it's very cool like what they can do with it. But unfortunately, like, I'm not a squid ink girly, but you can if you like squid ink. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. We're going to get into our morning message. So the morning message works like this. I read some cards. I tell you what the message is telling me for the week. It is not a prediction necessarily. It's just what are the vibes? What are we sitting with this week? What kind of energy does the collective need to hear right now? Are there any words of encouragement we might need? Or just a message to help us understand the bridge between now and whatever it is we're trying to accomplish. Take the parts that resonate. Don't force the message to fit. You will know how and when to apply it to yourself. Let's go ahead and start shuffling. Let's see what this message is for this week. The week is July 13th to the 19th. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. In 2 days, it's your sister's birthday. In 2 days, it's also my sister's birthday. That's crazy. Okay. Again, take the parts that resonate. Don't worry too much about if it fits for you or not. Because sometimes the collective that I'm reading for is for the aspect of energy that I need to hear, and also the people who connect with me need to hear. So if you only connect with me because you like the games I play, you don't like my reading so much, that's okay. This message is more for the people who need it. If you don't need it, that's also okay. I have a YouTube account where I post messages that you might need or you might not need. And also, if you check back, all my Monday messages are there. Why the fuck is this not working? Hello? Please open. It's not that hard to enter a command here. Come on. I like how Twitch gives me issues regardless of where I'm using it. That's not what I wanted. Thank you so much. Sorry, we're gonna get to the message in a second. Thank you. Wow. Thanks, Twitch. Your app is finally being anyways. No scuff here, no scuff here. So we usually check the bottom of the deck, and the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. And we also check the top of the deck, which is the Page of Swords. I think for what it's worth, there's some sort of like your capacity for what you can handle can only be judged in the moment of what you're handling. So if you have nothing to handle right now, do not waste your time trying to um prepare for something that you're worried is going to happen, because then you're just making room for something you don't want. Of course, there's always the case that something you don't want happens. But you do have to make room for and make capacity for yourself. And sometimes you're making room for your worries that you don't want to make room for. I don't want to say that your worries manifest because you are putting time and effort into them, but I would say that your time and energy and what you're preparing for and structuring your life around is greatly dependent on your fears. So if you're not a person who does this consciously, maybe you do it subconsciously, it's a good time for you to check in with what those fears are, how they're manifesting into your actual life, if at all, if you're projecting any of your concerns onto the way you're structuring your personal life, or if you're just the type of person you worry so much that you have to do extra protective methods to yourself and others to kind of ground yourself in your own reality, that's also probably the case. I feel like this is a general message in the sense that people are going to resonate with it no matter what. We are an anxious group of people, just people in general. We're very anxious. And sometimes our anxiety lets us become a person that we really aren't. I think it's a good time to check and balance these things and just kind of understand that sometimes it's okay to just be anxious and to let yourself have a bit of a fit and to do some self-care and to not really worry about what your control of the situation is, because sometimes you have none. And so the more you detach yourself from that, you're allowing yourself space to actually maybe consider what your control is and what you can actually do about it. I don't really get that there's a bigger message than that. I kind of just get that maybe you've overthought yourself into a tizzy about stuff you have zero context, or even not that you don't have control over it, but just more so that you don't know what to do about it. If you don't know what to do about it, it's probably for the best that you don't stress yourself out over trying to figure out something. It's kind of like, okay, well, eventually I'm going to have to perform open heart surgery, when that's never ever going to be asked of you, and suddenly you're stressing over performing open heart surgery. So I think a little bit of this is about projecting sort of like this fear of yourself and what you're capable of onto this reality that doesn't exist, instead of focusing in on what you are capable of, because you're quite a strong and capable person, and you need to kind of focus in where your abilities lie and where your capabilities lie, and just stay there. And I think maybe this comes from a little bit of uncertainty of the future. I do feel like there's a bit of a uncertainty energy here that's kind of balancing out with your peace of mind, because maybe you were a little bit more peaceful than what I'm saying, and now the anxiety is starting to return. I get maybe that you've gotten kind of used to maybe you're gotten kind of used to your routine, because maybe you're starting to feel a little bit bad about certain aspects of your routine. Maybe you're giving yourself more time to kind of pick and micromanage. But whatever the case is, I don't really get that there's a stronger message than the structures that you're worried about, that you're worried that your contribution or lack thereof is kind of influencing your life. Just remember that your idea of what's in front of you and what's been constructed in front of you and your anxieties about that, it was put up before you. It was here before you. It was made and broken before you got there. And now that you're having to learn how to ground yourself in that and just kind of focus on what you can do with loose foundations, not much, but you understand and you have to continue to understand that your foundations are within you. So if your circumstances don't feel very, excuse me, if your circumstances don't feel very grounded right now, it's likely because you're being asked to feel more grounding within. Do what you can to feel more grounded from within, however that manifests for you. I'm thinking this is a good time for me to just say that we do have messages up on the YouTube that might be more grounding, more helpful, but this might inspire some more content in that way for me, as well as hopefully helping you. So that is your message. Do what you can to ground yourself. You can't really avoid your thoughts, but you can allow yourself the space to say, okay, where are these thoughts coming from? Are they actually leading me anywhere? Is this just a time for me to be like super afraid and anxious for the future? And just I think stressing yourself out about the future is not really a good idea, but I also think sometimes we tend to catastrophize when we're already stressed out about something. So if you have something going on in your life that you feel particularly upset about or stressed about, just remember to deal with that first, to not overanalyze the rest. Let me see if there's any more grounding messages that we can get out of here. Any more messages we can get from here for grounding or otherwise? Empress. Yeah, it's just literally telling you. Yeah, it's kind of telling you sometimes when you're really proud of yourself, you get kind of trapped in the thought process that what you're proud of is keeping you locked away. I think some of us feel like our routine is stuck that way. Maybe your anxiety about the future isn't really anxiety, it's actually anticipation. So it's maybe asking you to rewire your anxiety about the future into anticipation. Maybe you're actually excited and you're just so grounded in your current reality. You're worried about what might change, and that's valid. But I think it's okay to actually be excited and to not worry about you're thrown so much in this energy. And that's really all I have for you. I don't really get much else from this. Take what resonates, of course. If you need more messages from me, they are up on my YouTube. My readings are open, yes, but if you don't need a reading, if you don't want a reading, that's also okay. If that was enough for you, that's also okay. So we're going to leave it there. That was a short and sweet message. I didn't really feel the need to do more than that anyway, because sometimes you don't. Thank you guys so much for listening. And that is our Monday message. Take only what resonates. Okay. That was quick. I like that. I like it when it's fast. When the messages are fast. When they're easy. When you could just kind of pick up what they are. But I'm sure throughout the day, throughout the stream, throughout whatever, I will maybe pick up on maybe something else throughout the day. Maybe it'll come to me while we're playing market. I don't know. But we will be playing market in a moment. I'm going to move this camera out of the way because you guys don't see it, but it's quite literally like, here's my hand, and it stops like right where the camera cuts off. So you guys can't see it, but it's literally right in front of me. So I'm going to move it because it's in my way. How was that message for you? I'm curious if you want to talk about it more. We do have a little bit of time before we really need to start market. I don't really need to do anything. It's a stream. But how was that message for you? How did it sit for you? I'm gonna throw this out. How is it sitting for you? You missed most of it, but good morning, good morning. It's just reminding us to not be too anxious about what holds in our future because sometimes our anxiety is actually just excitement about the future and we become too grounded in our routines to see otherwise. I think that's pretty valid. Happens to me all the time. But good morning. Thank you for being here, Yue. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So, Let's get into market very soon. I still want to hear what your thoughts were. It was a nice message of hey, listen. Yeah. Good. Good. I mean, anxiety is valid. I think it's pretty valid to have anxiety about the future, but I also think that I think it's also important to remember that sometimes I think human beings are just naturally anxious. That isn't to dismiss anyone with anxiety disorders or people who have triggers. But I think that just in general, people are naturally anxious all the time. So we get sort of a it gets sort of ingrained in us that our mental stability, or at least our way of thinking, is riding on our anxiety. So sometimes your way of thinking in the moment is not stable. So it's kind of saying like if you're trying to make decisions right now, it's probably not the best time to. If you're like, which one should I do? Like, you're not gonna make a decision for yourself unless you're in a stable place. If you're not in a stable place, why is that? What is keeping you from feeling stable right now? Um, and so I think it's kind of an interesting I think it's a kind of interesting sort of it's not subjective necessarily. I just feel like it's important to kind of recognize that, like, I'm not in a great space right now. I feel safe, but I'm not in a great space to make decisions right now. But I know that's not my fault. And I think that really helps the anxiety is to remember it's not your fault because sometimes we're not in control of our circumstances triggering us. We think we are, and that's quite honestly a survival thing because humans need to survive. I'm talking a lot out of my ass in the sense that I don't know how everybody feels about everything, but I know at least for myself, when I was homeless at one point, I was sleeping on random people's couches and I had a lot of anxiety about my future and myself. But a very grounding tool that I used was reminding myself that it was my circumstances out of my control that was causing the anxiety. And that kind of helped a lot because if I'm constantly blaming myself for my circumstances, I'm never going to get out of it. I'm never gonna see outside of it if I'm always blaming myself. Because if I'm always in the thought process that I'm creating my reality and that I'm shitting on the reality that I'm in, then I'm not saying that you're not creating your reality, but at the same time, when you're not feeling like you're capable of creating a safe space for yourself, you will continue to feel that way until you don't, and that might take forever. So give yourself the good grace of knowing that it's okay to not feel great about your circumstances or how you might have invested in those circumstances in any type of way, but to understand that the good that comes from those circumstances, the good that you can build, you are capable of. Even if your anxiety gets in the way, sometimes you make mistakes. You're angry sometimes. You don't know how to react. Sometimes it's okay. It happens, often to the dismissal of other people who don't understand your circumstances, who aren't there with you. But I feel kind of like it gets a bit gray area in this conversation. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Remember that like you can sit and say like you're responsible for your reality, you're responsible for your actions, you're responsible for your life. But I feel ultimately that it's important to just remember you can only control so much and you can only do so much, and that is in itself very terrifying. But the more you kind of stabilize what that means for you, the more you're able to stabilize what that means for you in the following, like the routines of what you need to do. um so that was my personal take on the message, is that sometimes you just have to suck it up a little bit, but it's not really sucking it up. It's not really putting it away. Paralyzed sold 1 million copies. I love that for them. Okay, so we're gonna get into Megastore Simulator. You guys have seen me play this game before. I am gonna tell you one little thing about it first. So recently, um, it got an update, and it was a very good update. It is a butcher department, and so you can buy the stuff to add butching. You can add butching. You can add lesbians to your game. I wish. Um, there's already one. That's enough. Um, Megastore Simulator now having the butcher stuff. I'm definitely gonna try and find a corner in Home Art and put it there because it makes so much money. You do need a fridge to store the meat. And there's also a fridge you can buy to keep the meat close by so you can just grab it and not have to go all the way to the back. It's nice. Um, let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, Elsie. Yeah, it was a nice message. I love how you mentioned anticipation instead of anxiety has inspired me. Please keep working on things you're working on. I think that message ultimately asks us to keep working on what we're doing, keep the stability where we can find it. If something has happened recently in your life or you feel just anxious about the future, it's probably anticipation, it's probably excitement, and you probably overthinking the rest of it. So please see the positives where you can, see the joy where you can. This isn't about like false positivity or like the fake like you know what I mean? Like people who are like extremely toxic positivity, I think the name is. It's just important for you to recognize that like this is gonna be okay. And the anticipation that you're feeling, anxiety that you're feeling is out of your hands. It's about things that are out of your hands, and that's completely valid. But I do believe that there is stability and things are gonna be okay. We saw the Queen of Pentacles, who is literally the Queen of Stability, and then we also had the Justice card. Justice is not just about finding justice and balance between your anxiety and your stability, but it's in the knowing that you've always had to do this and it's always something you're going to be able to do. You're going to be okay. Whatever's bothering you, you're going to be okay. You're just feeling a little bit caught up in your life and your situation right now, but that's completely understandable. So let's get into Megastore. I'm going to have to set this up real quick, but we're going to yap a little bit more while we do that. I think that was a good message. I think it's a good message mostly in the sense that I think, like I said, I think we're a very anxious group of people as humans, but I think also we tend to overanalyze situations because we think we're smarter than we are, and we are smarter than we are, but we just haven't learned everything we need to, and we're never going to learn everything we need to unless we give ourselves the chance to. And our anxiety does tend to get in the way of that a lot. So it's okay, take your time. You'll learn at the pace you need to. If right now you feel a little caught up in your own fears and personal neglect, just find time to catch up with yourself and you'll be okay. Take your time. The world is kind of on fire lately, so it's understandable. Okay. Okay, my stomach's yelling at me, even though I ate a full meal. So I love that for me. Megastore says it's launching, but it's not because it hasn't opened yet. So this is going to be one of those times where the reality of what my message just was comes into play. My stuff for stream, not loading. I'm okay though. I'm not getting pissed about it. Oh, is it doing anything? Is it. There it goes. It took a minute. I was like, good, homie? What's going on here? Okay, it loaded. But at what cost? I love when your game is just like not working with you. Okay, it's working. Woo! All right, but is the audio working? That's also a good question. It's interesting to me because so like most games that I play have most games I have play through my headset and OBS is fine with that. And then I come across certain games like Supermarket Chaos, it's like, nah, we're not working like that. Oh, my headphones are off. That's why the sound isn't on. Okay, and my volume's actually really low, so let me go ahead and adjust that. We're probably gonna hit an ad break in like 10 minutes, so there's a chance we'll have some issues until then, so sit tight. Please sit tight. We are working through the issues. It's also possible it's not picking up any audio because my volume is stupid low, because this game has really naturally loud, like it's just a loud game for some reason. I had it defaulted settings to like, you know what I'm saying? Like the master volume was low. You guys hear anything yet? Oh, excuse me. Okay, it's working. It says it's working. If it's not working, you guys will let me know, right? All right, let's see our home art. Woo, home art. See that? Home art. Lowercase, though. We don't want mega. Please do. Empty box. Okay, so we have several cashiers. We have a freezer, a fridge, some bread going absolutely ape shit. That's cool. Do we have any loans? Because that's kind of what I'm concerned about. Yes, we do have a singular loan. I'm gonna pay some of it before the next day. We also have, how many employees do we have? Managed staff, cashier, morning and night shifts. I'm gonna do something crazy in the morning, and that is order some stuff. Maybe. So here's our cashiers coming in. And we need to order some stuff, unfortunately, because we are almost completely out. I think this happened last stream where I was like... I straight up was like, it's probably fine. We have plenty of ice cream. I don't need to worry about that. Do we have stalkers? Actually, let me ask. Let me not ask this. I need to... Cashier, restocker. Do we have restocker? We have a singular restocker hired for $99 early in the morning. I want to hire another person. Oh, it's an application, my bad. 3 cashiers for the morning. 3 cashiers in the evening. Restocker. We have 1 whole restocker. He's an evening restocker. So, what we're going to do to fix that is we're gonna get our stuff and we're gonna hire a guy. That's pretty... Wait, I have a night shift guy, right? Yeah, I have a night shift guy. So let's hire a morning guy. He seems fast. I like that. I like fast. And then once the stuff comes in, I put it in the back room. The back rooms. We should be good. Oh, wait, no, we have chips. Okay, we have tea. We have jelly beans. We have rice. We have plenty of rice. We have meat? Question mark? We do not. Minced meat. Okay. We're gonna eat up literally all of our money by doing it that way. Okay, let's just... 1 of each. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Yep, and that's all of our money. That's awesome. That's all of our money, man. It probably would help if I had more self-checkouts. But it is what it is. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. So since this is mostly frozen / cold stuff, I'm just gonna go ahead and stock it myself. Since our guy here has probably enough on his plate. You know, Florine, I feel that energy so much because my dentist keeps telling me that I need to book a cleaning appointment. And I need to do a cleaning and all this. And you know what? They're absolutely right, because you do need to go to do your cleaning every like 6 months. And so I'm due. And then I called, I set up my appointment, and they keep changing my appointment literally at 4 o'clock the day before I'm supposed to go. Do you know what time the office closes? It closes at 5, and they expect me to answer the phone at 4 p.m. the day before the actual appointment. And to that I say, what the fuck? Oop, wrong shelf. Luckily, all of this takes a long while to go out of stock, so I'm not too worried about it. Except the French fries and the ice cream. The ice cream and French fries situation is abhorrent, but it is what it is. But yeah, Florian, that is absolutely terrible, and I feel for you, and I hate that so much, because what the fuck are you supposed to do? What the fuck are you supposed to do? Okay, this goes in the freezer. Yogurt. Yeah, they did that to me at my dentist appointment too. They always set it up last minute, and then they set it up while I'm there, and then they call me and they're like, actually, we have to cancel your appointment because the doctor can't come in that day. I'm like, do you think that maybe you could have told me that when we made the appointment? And she's like, well, he had to cancel last minute. And I'm like, okay, so I see that. Maybe you can suck my dick about that, because quite honestly, sorry, is that too violent of a response? But no, seriously, genuinely, what the fuck? Why is there an empty box here? No boxes found for chicken or juice. Well, that sucks, but I'm gonna open the store. Hope that's okay with you. Alright, we're opening the store. Oh, I didn't buy water. Shit. And I should probably throw my boxes away instead of throwing them on the ground. It's fine. I need to get some chicken. Okay, now we're done shopping. I get scared every time an old white woman... They are scary. That is pretty scary. I see a white woman, I walk the other way. Kidding. Okay. Chickens! I really appreciate that this game has extremely calming music. It's very, like... It's just, like, a little jazzy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I should throw this out outside. Look at my restocker go. He's so full of whimsy. Alright, so this is the cooler that has all my vegetables in it. All 20 of them. What? Who just left that like that? Who? Who's leaving shit like that? Who? It's not like a damn bird. Who? They have that I need to speak to the manager mark. Oh my god. They really do though. They be having that march. Alright, so there's a butchery now. How much is it to get all the stuff for it? So the license is 200. Okay, the furniture is 250 and 200. So in combination, that is 650 just for that, not the meat itself, because the meat itself is in the thousands. So what I could probably do, wait for my loan to finish in 15 days. Oh, I forgot to get more bread. My bad. I forgot. Jesus, I forgot how much is going on in here. Okay, well, we're gonna really quickly go and start organizing this, because this is one of those situations where I was like, this is a problem for future Val, and guess what? This is now future Val problem. It's an empty crate, by the way. It was an empty crate this whole time that it was shaking there. It was empty crate. Which means I have been leaving empty crates just sitting here. Why would pass Val? I get that reference. Thank you. Okay. It's all gonna be okay. There's not gonna be any problems. I don't need to buy more shelves because I bought too much bread. I'm not even thinking about it. Not me. It really sucks you can't, like, grab a bunch and shelve them at the same time. I think you need, like, a special tool for that I just do not have. Is my restock... My restocker actually restocks bread, so I don't know why I'm doing all this. Other than to give him a break. And my store has money, but I probably need to buy stuff. Okay, so we don't really need bread right now, from what we can tell. Unless suddenly we get hit by a bunch of people coming in for bread. I really don't foresee any issues with the amount of bread that we have. Except maybe get more chia seed bread, because that one always goes the fastest. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. Unless he already stocked it. Bread is the new green oil, you're so right. And you should say it. You're right and you should say it. If we don't need it now, we're definitely gonna need it later, because there is a bread deficiency. That's what I'm calling it. It's a bread deficiency. Ah, see, he did stock it. Nice. I forgot how I had this organized. My bad. Okay, so croissants here. I'll just do this. I think I had... Yeah, I did. I had them like this. I had these like this. Okay. Do you guys like my organization skills? Be honest. Should probably start baking what they already put here. Was it here? Mm-hmm. The green oil is definitely good. As soon as we unlock it in this game, should we make like an entire shelf for it? Or do you think that many people would buy green oil? Because to be honest, that's too much green oil even for me. My guy, I can't. Okay. A whole section, just green oil. Girl, I'm working on it. She's complaining that all the chia seed bread is gone, and I'm over here like, girl, I'm working on it. So I'm gonna put all of this back because I forgot that I have a staff here to do it for me. So, past Val problem for future Val. I think we get the green oil at level 42. I think we checked it. We scrolled and we scrolled. And if we scroll far enough, the green oil is right here. No, here. 44. It's right here. This is the green oil from the other game. It is me. Green oil. It's like the Green Goblin, but worse. Goodness, this guy. He's like, I'm here. I have your bread. Fear me. Okay, so... what are we thinking? Do we get a butchery stand now? I think we can... Well, actually, I'm gonna get an expansion because it's starting to get crowded in here. Yeah, you see that? It's crowded. You got a butchery right next to the bakery. It's over here, bud. Alright. He's a little stupid, but he means well. Okay, we're gonna put that up there. Not the ad break warning. Disgusting. Maybe I should hire a baker so I can manage all of that. Okay, we're gonna order the stuff. Well, first, I'm gonna pay more of this, but we're gonna buy the stuff for the butchery. I know. It's a little bit like, ugh, Val, do you want to do that right now? Yes, I want to do that right now. And I'm gonna make bank. Trust me. Trust. It's gonna be terrible. Yep, because it ate all our money. Oh, shit. It's okay, we still have people in the store. This is only gonna go terribly. Yeah, it's gonna go real bad. It's gonna go so bad. I should not have done this. Ugh, I should not have done this. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine, because you know why it's okay? Do you know why it's okay? Oh my god, this is gonna go so bad. So, one of the things that I forgot about is not just my loan. I have employees. So, I'm gonna have to close some registers and start the night shift by myself. It's okay. Who needs employees? I can only pay half of you. Whoops. It's fine. You know why it's fine? Because we're gonna make that money back and we're gonna hire better people. We're gonna hire faster people. It's gonna tell me like a bunch of people quit on me in the morning. You're just gonna have to wait and see. It's very funny. You see all these people? They're gonna be gone tomorrow. So I'm gonna take extra time to make sure that everything's set up because it's gonna be... Watch the bread and green oil work together. New bread dipping sauce? That sounds amazing. I forgot to buy a little fridge for the meat, but it's okay. So, all these employees say goodbye because they are not going to be here in the morning. We're gonna make the money back. It's not gonna be an issue at all. But man, am I stupid. It's okay. It's fine. 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 What do you mean it's got a different product? What do you mean I can't stock them to... Let's just end the day. All 3 of these guys quit. I have 3 employees that quit, 3 employees that stayed. You guys are pros. So it's all my morning people stayed. But my night shift is gonna get fucked. It's okay. Okay, so who did we actually miss? So we have our night shift stalker stayed. Our early morning cashiers stayed. 1 night person stayed. Elsa's still with us. Love that. All right. We'll just go ahead and open this door. That's so bad. I was not thinking clearly. As I do. As I do. As I do not think clearly. I never think clearly. So I'm gonna try and get all this meat chopped up and ready. They revoked their approvals. It's because I couldn't pay them. And to be fair, if you can't pay somebody, that's completely valid. So we do have an ad break starting in about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna take that ad break. I'm probably gonna finish up this. And we'll come back and we'll play more Marquee. And we'll forget about our employees that abandoned us, because how dare they? Get on there. Hell yeah. Someone stayed. That's good. We have 8 customers at 7 in the morning. Isn't that grand? I love that for me. I think if I make enough money, I'm going to get rid of my extra employees anyway and just do a bunch of self-checkouts. Because I've noticed that even though the self-checkouts are very expensive to manage, it's just more efficient. Okay. The cutting meat is actually really fun. I was a little bit surprised because I, in real life, do not like the cutting of meat. I find it really... It's not... I don't really think it's disgusting. I think it's just more like... Texture is just... I don't like the squish. Like, I know it's raw meat. I know it comes from an animal. And I'm not really, like, grossed out by it so much as it's just... It's just kind of squishy. You know? Something like that. Where are my donuts at? I forgot to make a place for the donuts. They're not even donuts, they're bagels, but you know what I mean. Did the character have gloves on? You know, I didn't see that. I don't think we had gloves on, but to be fair, you don't really see your own hands in this game very much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have any gloves on at all. They might have, but no one knows, you know? Okay, so we're making some money back. Very good. Very good, very good. Let's put that up there. And this one goes here, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. People are buying the meat, I know, because I have way more money than I would have normally. Okay. So, I'm so sorry. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to get rid of most of you. So sorry. This wasn't even that high of a loan. It was only $10,000. Using telepathy to handle everything so there's no cross... Exactly! See, Pisces understands. Pisces gets it. Thank you for getting it. I appreciate you always. You always got me. Okay, we'll do more of this bread and this bread. And then we'll probably have to order more meat in the future, but for now, I think what we'll do is we'll focus on setting out the ice cream. Yeah. We might set an entire, whatchamacallit. I forgot what I was gonna say. Whoops. Oh well. Let's order that. Nice and early, so we have it. We have our stalker now for the end of the day. Where's my... I always do this to myself. Oh yeah, no cashier. Nope. No! At least we still got Elsa. She's always here for me. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so back to what I was doing. I was like, ah, customers. Gross. I'm actually going to use this time to now fire my other staff. I know, but I don't want the money being taken out if I can't afford them, you know what I'm saying? So checkouts 2 and 3. Fire. Yes. And fire. We just need 2 cashiers right now. We're going to pack these up and put these away. Basically what this means is we'll have more room for the other stuff we got going on in the store, which is probably for the best. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what I'm really doing. I thought you fired Elsa after she's... No. Never. Look at her. Look at her hard at work. I love her. I love her so much. She's always there for me in my times of need. Wink, wink. Winter is... No, sorry. Winter is not coming. Please don't listen to me. I fired the other guys, though. They weren't there for me as much as she was. She's been there for me. She's been there for me since day 1, okay? Elsa's that girl, okay? She's there for people. Okay, I need to stock my stuff because it's just sitting there. Spoiling away. Alright. We got detergent that goes over there. We got creme fraiche. If you know, you know. Put that there. I think once we have extra money, now that we're going to probably have a lot of extra money since I don't have as many employees anymore, that's okay. I actually can do without having extra employees. This is going to free up a lot of time and space for, we were going to free up a lot of time, space, and money for things that we actually need to keep the business afloat. Like a fridge for our... It's fine. A fridge for our beloved, our meat department. So actually, let me go order that right now, because it's gonna actually... It's gonna help things. It's gonna take up extra money, but it's also going to help a lot. So we're gonna just bite the bullet and get the big fridge. The big fridge is going to help us with pretty much everything, meat-wise. That's what she said. And then while I wait for that to come in, I can just finish, oh, there it is. It'll also free up some money for me to actually order extras of stuff, so let me just go ahead and put this in here. What do we need? Freezer? And then I could just have my stalker guy get it. Look at that. He knows where stuff goes. I'm gonna lock him in there, though. She's super marky hype girl. Hell yeah. Elsa is our one and only employee. And you know what? That's all we really need. We don't need nobody else. We don't need nothing else. Just Elsa. Put this up. Perfect. 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 Okay, we have almost ended the day. Very good. Okay, all these are sold out, but that's okay. He's restocking. So I'm going to just cut some meat, get that set up for tomorrow, and I think we'll have a little bit more money to work with. We can pay off our loan and invest more into our meat market. Because the meat market, I tried it out on a separate file, and on the separate file, I swear, I started off as a meat market person, because you can do that now. When you start this game, you can start off with 4 different departments, and they added the 5th one to be butcher. So if you start as a butcher, you make a lot of money. I was able to get a self-checkout right away, and I was also able to basically just cut meat and let people check themselves out. Is very, very nice. I didn't have to stop and do any cash register stuff. Which is, it's not that I mind the registry stuff, it's just that you have to like run around, cut meat, put stuff in the baking tray. Just, there's a lot to do. Okay? There's just a lot to do. And I'm already gonna have to buy more meat. Oh my god. The green oil. Anyways, let me go ahead and clean all of these boxes and stuff up because... Oh, I should finish this first. ADHD is so real sometimes, you know? You start one thing and then something else takes over. Every single time. Anyways, we're gonna put that away for now. Put this back. And we'll clean that up after. Alright. We're gonna take this to the back. I take all this to the back, actually. Because for some reason, the restockers... For some reason, the restockers will only pick up boxes from the back here. They won't take from, like, anywhere else in the entire vicinity. So I'm gonna keep the extra registers for when I really increase the store size. That way, they'll be available for when I expand to the upper floor, because the upper floor should probably have some... Once I unlock the upper floor, we'll probably need registers up here as well. At least I think so. I have a feeling. Alright, let's end the day. $1,000 balance. I think we'll have a lot more at the end of the next day. Paid our employees. Good, good, good. bake our bread first thing in the morning because you kind of have to. Right. I kind of want to get a baker at some point, but I just know it's going to be an extra cost, so I'm just like, do I really want to? I was paying like almost $1,000 in fees to pay employees beforehand. So I want to be sure, you know? You heard your boss get baked. I mean, I wish. Wake and bake is such a fun thing to do. Highly recommend. If that's even something that you would do. I wouldn't recommend it if it's something that you don't do, but if you do it, do it. Definitely recommend. Highly recommend. Okay, we're gonna put our leftovers here. And then I'm gonna assess what we need out here. We need more chickens! Let's get extra chickens since we don't have to... Doo-doo. Since we don't have to pay for as many employees anymore. Let's get some more french fries, because we always need those. That's all of our money, never mind. No, the yogurt! Alright, that's good enough. And after we make some extra money at the end of the day, we'll order more meat. I think that'll be a good idea. But for now, I'm going to open the store while I handle all of this. Because I don't have a morning stalker anymore. And I was really excited about the meat. I was so excited about the meat, I forgot to pay my employees. It's a real story. Not clickbait. When you get too excited for meat, you forget things. Like paying people for the meat. All right. Here come our new people of the day.
That's what she said.
Michael.
Thank you. That scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot I had it there. Okay, so we got our yogurts. Got our yogurt set up. Get our meat in there. That's what she said as well. Eggs. These. Thank God for a self-checkout, am I right? When we have the extra money, I'm definitely getting another self-checkout because they do really help. They only provide enough of space for like 4 extra people to come into the store, but it takes away a lot of extra work for the employees. So it's definitely worth having. Son of a bitch. It's okay, I can take that back. Good. There we go. Alright, all the meat's been taken care of. That's also what she said. Okay, stick this back in the freezer. Okay. Where are we at? I don't think anyone's buying the meat. That's really disappointing. Please get my meat. Okay. Okay. Alright, this is the rest of the meat that I have. And so by the end of the day, I think I'm gonna just completely make sure I'm sold out of everything. And then do a fresh order. I think that sounds good. I think that sounds exquisite, actually. I also kind of learned in my offline playthroughs that it's better to have a 15-day loan than a 30-day loan, because you will feel like you're paying that loan for the rest of your life, and that is a terrible place to be feeling. As far as paying off loans go, that's not somewhere you want to be. Okay. We're at $8.25 and 70 cents. We're still pretty good on most of our products, but we do have a guy that comes in at the end of the day to assist with that stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to order some extra refrigerated items to kind of help us with our issues with the refrigerated items. And in that same breath, I'm going to order some more meat, because meat also goes in the refrigerator. I just realized there's some of these I cannot order. Oh no, I can order everything. I just ordered the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. So one of each is gonna cost me... Let's go ahead and wait till we have enough to get everything. Like this. So we need like an extra $1,000. But that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. I can just order at the end of the day, along with, excuse you, sir, you're not allowed to go back there. It's the baking section. What the hell's wrong with you? Ah, no! Okay. I don't want to get any more, bakery licenses until we've expanded more of the store, so I'll be able to move, like... I'll be able to expand all the way out here. So I'll be able to get more room. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of leave it there. I think when I have extra money, too, I should also work on paying off my loan. Because we've still got 14-ish days left of the loan. And that's insane to me. Actually insane. How is it already 11:20? Like, what is that? What is time? I don't understand. Here comes Elsa. Elsa, my beloved, with your weird little arms. You make my days brighter. No tea? No, we have tea. It's just literally in the back rooms. No, he's coming with the tea. Just wait. Just wait. No! It's okay. We don't need his service anyway. Why isn't anyone buying my meat? Somebody please take my meat off the shelves. I'm sorry, I cannot say that in good conscience without cackling. Alright, we've got... Is no one buying anything? I think it's because I don't have enough, like, space in the store for extra people. And that's kind of killing my business a little bit. But I have faith that it will go well. Let's clear this, and we'll start over at the computer. Since we already paid some of the loan today, it's not going to take out extra money at the end. Can I sell these? Hold on. They sell for half the cost. So I just got 500 back for 2. So, let's order some more shit. We're going to prioritize... I'm going to get more meat. But we also need more groceries. Like water. Can we fill a pallet of water? Will that be too much money? No, it's actually pretty good. Okay. Let's get more stuff then. No, it's too much. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting very excited over product. It's okay. It's okay. We needed the stuff. We needed the stuff. Wink. And we'll still have enough to pay our employees, because that's important. Because last time we couldn't pay the employees and they left us, and that's okay, because I would leave a job too if they weren't paying me. So we're gonna drop the meat inside the thing first. That's what she said. Sorry. Is that getting old now? We'll deal with that later. I honestly think getting rid of the employees and just putting it in our stock was probably the smartest move, because we have a restocker who gets so lonely at night because there's nothing for him to restock, and now there's things for him to restock. So he's never going to be bored. He's never going to be sad. He's never going to be lonely again. However, I will have to take specifically the refrigerated items for now, because I don't trust him. He looks untrustworthy. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Where am I going? What am I doing? Alright, so we have more juice. Eventually, it's going to be nice to have money to be able to just buy, like, pallets worth of things, instead of doing an order, like, every day. It'd be really, really nice. Be really cool. It'd be awesome. Perfect! I love when everything fits perfectly. I know what that sounds like. Please don't redeem it. Or redeem it. I don't really care. Are you serious? Just the one? Just the one? Stupid. Awesome. Son of a bitch. Alright. Everything has been fully stocked except for the milk, because the milk is good to have an excess, honestly. And then what I'm gonna do is grab this, because it's basically a vacuum. There were empty crates in here! Damn it. Okay. And then we'll go get the rest of our stuff. Disgusting. Okay, that's it. Close the doors. Release me! And we'll put that there. And he'll get back to work. And, yeah. It's looking good. Did I set this up and not hit bake? That's funny. Did I also run out of... Ugh. Disgusting. Is no one buying my meat? That's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Disappointed in all of you. Why didn't anyone touch my... Sorry. The jokes are getting worse. It's fine. Alright. That's it on the bread. Just gonna cancel that. Alright, we're at 11:57:44. We're gonna end the day. Our employees took about $300 out of our account. I'm gonna double check how much it actually is. $293, yeah, so about $300 to pay our employees, which is not really bad at all. We're gonna start the day by paying off some of our loan. We're gonna pay once, and that's it, because I don't think we can really afford beyond that, because we just restocked everything last night. And we're already going to start needing to restock again at some point. But it's okay. Once we have the money I think what I'll do is put some of it into making sure that we have, like, I don't know what I'm saying. Making sure we have, like, extra meat and stuff like that. So, store's been opened, so we're just gonna let that go. And I'm gonna stay by the meat and bakery department, and we're just gonna kind of focus in on that. And then we'll see how the day ends then. I think having the one self-checkout and 2 cashiers for the 2 shifts is fine. I think we don't need any more than that. But I think if I have extra, I'm definitely going to start investing in more of the self-checkouts, because those tend to be a little bit more efficient. And plus, you can pretty much place them anywhere. You don't have to worry about the flow of the store or anything like that, and that's really, really nice to have. We're going to cut the meat. That's a very satisfying thing to do. Plus, it'll then be ready to be placed on the shelf when I need to. So it'll work out. It'll be great. It looks like one of these fills up an entire tray. For the other one, the 4 ribeye rolls, 2 fit to a tray. So there's 2 trays worth in a box, which I think is great because that's the same for this one as well. I think there's a meat later that you can unlock that's like 3 trays worth, which is nice. And I'll leave that there. Place this down. I'll start cutting that later. I don't think I'll really need it right now. Okay. Where's the... There it is. I think periodically I should be paying towards the loan and trying to lower it as much as possible so that I can take out another loan and reinvest into self-checkouts and expanding the store and making sure I have extra supplies. Because really you don't need all those employees. I kind of realized that while I was playing offline. I was like, I kind of can function with just like 2 employees. They let you hire up to 10 at level 36, I think. Yeah, I have a capacity of 10. I don't really need much more than that. You don't really need much more than that in general. And you don't even really need to take out loans. I just did it to give myself a nice little head start. Do I not have croissant? No, I do, but I'm running low, so I need to go get more croissant. Croissant! Okay, just stop that there. I think I'm gonna move this over here so I can kind of be a little bit more proactive about deleting the boxes that I'm not using. And I'm gonna go ahead and get more of those chia seeds. Those chia seed breads, man, people would just be buying them. They go crazy off the shelves, man. To the point where I'm like, I don't have any. Okay, never mind. That's how crazy it flies off the shelves. It just flies literally off the shelves. All right, so let's see how much bread we should order. I think we're good on most others, except for croissant. But I don't want to order too much croissant right now. I want to order more of the chia seed bread because we need that the most. So we're going to order that. And we're just not going to push ourselves on ordering anything else right now, Because also over ordering, you get excited. You're like, oh, I can buy more of that. You don't really need to unless you're like really low. Give yourself thresholds. It helps. Baselines and thresholds really do help. You enjoy the game a little bit more. Or I'm a Virgo and nobody plays like that. I don't know. Autistic Virgos. Autistic Virgos unite. Alright, let's go ahead and dump this off in here. Leave that for future Val to deal with. And my stalker. Hey, what's up, buddy? I forgot your name, but I know you're like the hardest working person here. Okay, so once that's set up, I think I'm gonna start chopping up this meat as well. Give myself a little bit more time to be prepared for the next day. Very good. Hey, Apothic, how's it going? How you been? Get up there, man. So guess what I've been doing while listening to Kitchen Nightmares reruns? This. But I actually started watching different content since I pretty much have completed my Gordon Ramsay route of listening to everything Gordon Ramsay. So essentially, I found this YouTube account called Best in Jest. I actually found them on TikTok, and there are two guys who guess character names, and they don't get anything really that obscure on their character lists, but somehow they can never guess which character they are. And they have the little like things on their heads, the like papers with the pictures on them, and it's very funny to me because you'll think you know media, you think you know movies, you think you know TV, and then you have to play like guessing games of like the character that's on your head, and you suddenly don't know anything. And it's very funny to me because that's how it usually goes. Oop, didn't mean to press that. There is a megaphone in this game, but I swear to God I'm not using that. It's mortifying, actually. Probably should invest in some shelves, too. Probably. Possibly. It's a problem. It's a real problem. Okay, what else are we investing in at this time? Probably more chicken. Can we get a full stack of them? It's only 1,000. It's been a weekend, or for better or worse. I don't want to burn. Okay, well, we're sorry to hear that. And if you do want to talk about it, you're welcome to. This is a safe space. Totally understand if not, though. Can we get more tea? That's a lot of money. Jesus Christ. Okay. We'll figure that out later. Okay. Got more croissant. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I hope your week does get better, and I hope that whatever's going on this weekend has subsided and that you get to relax. You deserve to relax. All right. Let's see what we need to buy more of at the end of the day. We just got more bread, so probably not more bread. Groceries. Groceries. I think getting more coffee and more tea is probably the way to go. It's gonna cost us a lot, I know, but it's probably going to be for our best interest. Also, more yogurt. Ugh, how much can we spend? Oh, that's 67 items. Love that for us. Let's lower that. Okay. All right, let's actually clean this up. Let's order more in the morning when we know what money we have to work with. Palliative care. I unfortunately do not know what that word means. But I'm glad that she ate fried chicken last night because that sounds delicious. I love fried chicken. Depends on from where, but most fried chicken is good. She's on comfort. Oh, I'm sorry. She's 15. Goodness, you really took care of her because she's 15. You did your absolute best because she was able to get to 15. You know what I mean? You got her when she was 12. Okay. I mean, you still gave her a great life. I know that. Because she was able to have another 3 years because of you. Alright, we're going to end the day. We have $1,900 left. I'm going to pay one of these loans out so we don't have to worry about it by the end of the day. Because surprise fees always are surprising. Don't you know? Okay. I think I'll get extra yogurt. Extra french fries. Extra chicken? No, we can't afford all that. Okay, let's go ahead and order these and we'll put them in the back and we'll stock accordingly. There will be days where we have to do full stocks of stuff, full restocks of certain things. And what I'll like to do is just bite the bullet and get like a full pallet's worth. And that way I don't have to worry about restocking it too much at a time. Because I'll have extras in the back. Today we did that with yogurt, which is crazy, but we also did it with the chicken, which again is also insane because look how much that is. And I realized that chicken and yogurt definitely not the same thing, so we're gonna have to separate these. Okay, these go in the freezer. These do not. Yogurt does not go in the freezer. It goes in the fridge. Isn't that a crazy concept? Does not go in a freezer. Wow, amazing. Let's go ahead and reorganize this because this is looking... You know what? It's kind of gonna be hard to kind of reorganize it because there's just so much of it on the floor. and so much of the shelves are being taken up by the bread. So I think this is going to be a perfect time to start investing in shelves. So we have room to put things on the shelves. That's crazy. Crazy concept. Okay, yogurt, I guess we need to find a place for it. So let me throw this up here and we'll let all this be the yogurt section. Oh my god. Let's take you out of here. You don't need to be here. Let's actually, since everything's in the place it needs to be, let's reorganize it later. And I always say later, I always say it's gonna be later, and then future Val is like, wow, past Val was an asshole. So, past Val is kind of an asshole, but past Val also is me right now, so I can't say too much terribly about her. Other than future Val is going to hate me, but that's okay. Put that there. Put this in here. Put that there. There's a couple of these that are yogurts, so I need to double check. No. No. Okay, that was just one. In you go. Real organized, real Virgo shit. Alright. Everything good here. Good, good, good. Chicken nugget. And chicken. Oh, excuse me. It's a lot of chicken that can fit on one shelf. What's up with that? Okay, so that's 10 boxes that can fit on that one shelf. That's kind of nuts. Oh, shit. Put you over there. Over there. Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, so we are going to start the day at $196.76. We are going to keep it pushing. We have a lot of yogurt that we could stock, and I'm over here being like, we're done. We're done. No more. Oh, hi, yogurt. How you doing? I love bread. It's one of life's simple pleasures is bread. Okay, so got our donuts. They're not donuts, they're bagels, Val. God. Goodness. Okay, so that's good. Okay, bread's full. No one's touching the meat. I know what I said, and I stand by it. I know what I said, and I stand by it. Okay. Off with the carrots, since we don't have a stalker in the morning. We could get a stalker in the morning. I just don't want to. Awesome. Those junts are off the... Yeah. They're a bit gay, but it's okay. We like that here. Alright. Chicken. Let's go stock the chicken. Chickies. Right. Perfect. Okay, not so perfect. Again, we fucked up. Okay. They were both on Grindr, that's... Probably. You're probably right. It's very likely. It's very, very likely, yes. Alright, so we have a little extra money again. I'm gonna pay another part of the loan. We have 10 days left of this loan. So hopefully, hopefully we'll be done soon. I think it was like a 10K loan, if I'm remembering correctly, something like that. But I think it's good that we're almost done with it. The sooner we're done with it, the better. For everyone involved. Get some more tea and coffee. Get some more... Oh, no, we don't need that. Or the... I'll leave it as is. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. Please also hydrate. My CPU is at 6.7. I just need everyone to know that my CPU is at 6.7. I think that's awesome, actually. Oh, look, someone's buying meat. Yay! Okay. We don't need any licenses for the time being, which is nice. I'm glad that we do not need them at the moment. I would hate to need a license right now, given how much money we're spending on loans and things of that nature. Okay. Done with that. I clear that and that. Oh no, I cleared the croissant. Whatever shall I do? It's okay. We can fix that. We can fix that. We can fix that real easy. Where is the croissant? There it is. Let me out. Hello? It's like stuck in place. It's reserved to the staff. Well, the staff better do something about it then. Start that one. Music's so relaxing. The woman buying meat turns around and sees you jumping for... Yeah! I get excited when a woman wants to touch my... Never mind. We're not gonna say that. That's not the reason I set this up. It's not for those jokes. It's for worse jokes. Okay. So we're good on these for now, as far as licenses go. We're probably gonna go and invest in more stuff at the end of the day. Maybe. Hadn't decided yet. Croissant. Put that there. You gotta sell seafood so she can buy clams. You know what's funny is there is a seafood section. When do you unlock clams? Shrimp. Lobster. Product license 10. And further on. Oh my god, you can get whole claws. That's crazy. Alright, so where are we at? Money-wise, we have $1,100, and it's only 5 p.m. That's nice. I like that. I like it, Picasso. We are gonna buy more coffee. No, we're not, because I already put on the list. So coffee is a for sure. Tea is definite. Creme fraiche, also definite. I would have liked there to be more customers at the end of the day. Lobster's delicious, bro. Alright, let me get more tea and more coffee and just order that now. Because we're definitely going to need it. And then whatever else we need, we'll get the next day. Because we want to slowly get our stock, you know what I mean? We don't want to get, like, pallets and pallets and pallets and then have no money for our employees like what happened last time. That would be atrocious. That would be terrible. I would hate that for us. Alright, so we're good on tea for a good minute. The thing that's nice about tea is that people do buy a lot of it. So buying huge pallets worth of it is extremely efficient. Like, it's a good idea. It's a great idea, even. I'm gonna take another trip. Wait. I could probably fit another box on there. Yeah. Yeah, look at all that shit I can carry. This trolley, this dolly trolley, whatever it's called, best investment in the game. It's $2,500, yes, but you will be needing it quite a bit. It's required, trust me. I said so. Okay. Are people buying my meat? Buy the meat, damn it. I did not invest all that money and lose employees for you to not buy my meat. I literally lost employees over this. It's so sad. Okay. Can stock more of this. More of this. And that. Another ad break. It has been another hour. That's kind of nuts to think about. Considering the fact that, like, the messages were really short today. Messages. It was short and sweet. I don't think it's necessarily a good or bad thing for it to be a short and sweet message, but I also think that's what made the time feel like it was going by faster. But also, I've been getting more used to the streaming thing, thankfully. So it going faster, it really does. Time really does fly. What do we need? What do we need? I think I'll wait till we're lower on stuff to really start buying more. Maybe eggs. Oh, it's $1,000. Oh, no, I meant no. Cancel that. The absolute freak out. Oh, it's not so bad. 500. Maybe I'll get that in the morning after we pay our employees. We do still have 6 people in here, so we'll see how much money we have by the end of the day, and we'll get more creme fraiche and do a fresh restock of creme fraiche in the morning. That'll be the next thing that we get fully stocked. I feel like I need a baker, but also it just feels like an extra cost, you know what I mean? Okay. Creme fraiche. Definitely gonna need more grapefruit. That's not so bad. Getting full pallets of stuff is really not that bad. Because then you can be assured that you'll have the stuff. The time is like whoosh. You're so right. Especially because, like, I woke up at 7. I had, like, a solid breakfast. I took my time. I did everything I need to do before stream. I started stream, and now it's like, we only have an hour left? What is reality? What is time? What is reality? But for this ad break, I will definitely stretch, hydrate, probably put more ice in here. Other than that, I'm not really sure. Please take care of yourselves. We'll only have 3 minutes, so please stretch, please hydrate. And when we say please stretch, we also mean stretch your lower back too. Don't just stretch your neck and shoulders. I know as computer users, we're like, I'm good. No, you gotta get up. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Okay. It's the end of the day. No one's coming. We are at 700. I need 735 and we're at 726. Are you for real? All right, so we're gonna cut down how much grapefruit and creme fraiche we're ordering. We don't really need to get that many. We just need a whole bunch. We'll do that, and then we'll open the store. Yeah. I thought today was gonna drag because I had 3 cancellations this morning when I showed up, but the schedulers were able to fill. Oh, nice. I really, 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 really prefer to have a busy day. Even if it's busy with rest, I would prefer to have my schedule filled up. So if I was told when going into work that there was nothing for me to do, I think I would scream. I honest to God think I would yell and cry. But I'm glad you're able to have people fill it up for you. The song is very, like, chill and nice, and it very much, it's very, like, it's repetitive in a way that's okay. Like, I'm fine with repetition if it's like this. Not so much if it's the other way. Oh, the morning vest. Good. I always ask my partner's mom when she has work, like, because she works from home too. And I ask her when she actually goes to the office, I'm like, did you have a good day? And she's like, not really. I'm like, why? Because I had to go to work. I'm like, but yeah, but like, was it a busy day? So it at least went by faster. And she's like, you know what? You're right. If it goes by faster, I usually don't think about it as much. So if I ask her like if she had a good day or not, she's like, well, it went by fast. Like, yeah, that's good. So let's go ahead and stretch and hydrate. I'm gonna be right back. You also please stretch, hydrate, take care of yourselves. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back. I went to pull the cap because there's a cap on the main camera that goes down and goes up. So it covers, so if I need to be right back, I can just cover it. And fell back down. Fell back down, but we're back. Welcome back. How is everybody? What did you do? You better have gotten up and stretched, every single one of you. Unless you're already up and about it, then feel free to take a seat sometimes. But let's go ahead and go back into Megamart. What were we doing here? I think we ordered everything we were supposed to off that last trip. And I'm just gonna kind of quietly put this one back. Right there. Very good. Okay, it's already 9 o'clock. We have $300. We started the day with like, what? 196, I think we said, or some other amount. I don't remember. Anyways, we're back. Hope you guys had good ads. Hope you guys had a good stretch, good hydration, good whatever you needed to have. We're back and we're gonna look at our statistics. We're making about $21,000 revenue. Oh yeah, I love the picture you added in the Discord. Real quick though, if anybody's not in the Discord, you want to join, know when I'm streaming, there's a Discord, you can post pictures in there. There's food picture section and a regular picture section, and stuff about games, stuff about learning languages that I really need to get into, and just stuff about my readings. If you're interested in buying a reading from me, they are available on my Ko-fi, but I do have, and I'm very close to it, a listing for free readings. If you'd like to get a reading from me, but you do not have the money to spend on a reading, I will be having that up very soon. I already have it set up where I know how to like basically start it. I just need to actually like send the link out to Twitch, but I'll do that soon. Thank you. Please do. So on top of the, if you can't book a reading, there's going to be a free listing very soon. It has only 20 spaces for the free reading. So once I hit that threshold of 20, it's going to be locked until I'm ready to open it again. So instead of just asking me when I'm ready to do free readings again, you're just going to have to wait until I announce it again. And the other thing is that I do have a YouTube where there's also free content. And that's where this VOD will be at the end of the stream. Okay, links are done. Let's see. Where's our pricing at? We have everything priced out correctly, I think. I think so. There's just too much to account for, so... Anyway, it's all adjusted, all ready to go. Bread's good. Butchery is kind of low, but I don't think I need to order anything at this moment in time. But while we're here, I'm just gonna start clicking things. It looks like we might only need to order meat at the end of the day. Literally just meat. Don't be nasty. It's just meat. Okay. Okay. Can I just order like a ton of eggs? How much will that put me out? $1,000. Okay, maybe not a ton of eggs, just enough eggs for a little while. Okay. Do some minced meat. Do some cutlets. Actually, I think we'll be good. I think we're just gonna let that stuff run out. I think it's the eggs that are actually out, though. Yeah, they're actually out. I'm gonna wait till things are completely at 0 to... Oh, here's my stalker. Yay, he's here. And then we'll get the butchery stuff passively, I think. I think that would be smart. Because we don't want to overspend and then we don't have money for our employees. Our beautiful and wonderful employees. Okay. eggs. Eggy. So we're gonna go ahead and dump all these eggs. It doesn't say that I need to refrigerate the eggs in storage. So I'm just not gonna. I'm just not gonna. Not even gonna think about it. Is my guy still here? Did I forget to close the door? Forgot to close the door. Yep, forgot to close the door. Silly me. Oops. Alright, put that in here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Sublime. Enough. I need to rewatch the Barbie movie, but I also really need to rewatch K-pop Demon Hunters because I got to see it and Luna did not, and I am disappointed because I think she'd really like it. Actually, what do I know? What do I know? Maybe she won't really like it. We actually started watching this one anime. I forgot the like official title for it, but basically this girl can see ghosts. And because she can see ghosts, they only really do something if you acknowledge them. So basically, she has to not acknowledge them, and she'll be fine. Her name's like Miroko-chan, and she has this really like... No, it's called Miroko-chan. Something Miroko-chan. Okay, so it's just called Miroko-chan. The girl who can see them. And I really recommend... the manga is apparently very good, but the anime's been really fun. There's a lot of fan service, but you kind of expect fan service. It's been a fun watch because I myself can't do like scary stuff, and we've been watching it like late at night, so I've been having a ball with that. Dude. Man, we ran out of ice cream and stuff real fast. We somehow still have a bunch of chicken nuggets, though. Somehow. Okay, we're at 21/30 for the loan. Go. Okay. Very good, very good. Damn. Just gonna need to buy some other stuff then. Ew. I have very visceral reactions sometimes. I'm like, oh. But anyway. TikTok keeps showing me Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation. I'm like, alright, I'll rewatch it. Horimiya, which is pretty cute. I'm probably gonna be switching to another anime soon because the Miroko-chan is only like 12 episodes, and so we're gonna have to switch to something else. We did already select the next one, so I'm excited already because it's one that people and their mother have been telling me to watch. But it's a surprise. Alright, so it's the end of the day. Let's end the day. We're balanced at 1600 and now we're at 1334. I'm gonna go ahead and, since I have a fresh start of the day, order more ribeye steak. Oh no, it's too much money. So here's what we'll do. We'll get this. We'll get this. And that's pretty much all we're getting because we only have 200 after that. I should get some shelves, she says, and then never buy shelves. Well, here's the thing. You need to make more money to buy shelves. And we're not quite there yet. We have a loan that's an investment, but it's also taking everything from us. Okay. Okay. All right. I can just press and hold. I just keep rapid clicking like a crazy person. Oops. Okay. Very good. Yeah, it's weird. The eggs say they don't need to be put in a fridge or anything. Which I think is a bit bizarre because, I mean, maybe it's like a special thing in like Europe or something. There's like certain types of eggs that don't need to be put away. I think I've seen something about that before. But that just, it seems a little bit strange to me. I guess I'm just that American that I'm just like, why are your eggs exposed to the weather conditions? Go. Should be good for a while. Until I need to get more meat. I kind of want to just keep buying meat because I'm crazy. I have almost enough to buy more. Eggs sound tasty. Might be a fried rice, eh? Please do. I love me a fried rice. Fried rice is delicious. If made right. There's different ways of making it. No way is bad. I personally, I don't think there's like a wrong way to make fried rice. I think it's just a personal preference thing. He's so ugly. Oh my god. We already paid some of the loan, right? I think so. I think so. Perhaps. As soon as I had enough, I paid for it, and then now we only have $4. But we'll make more money. We'll make more money. It's fine. When we have enough to get another checkout, I'm gonna bite the bullet and get another checkout. Self-checkout. Because it's gonna help a lot, I feel. Or we can do another expansion. Which do you think is better? The next expansion is... not a warehouse expansion. The next expansion is actually cheaper than getting another self-checkout. So what I could do is just wait for me to be done paying this loan, get another loan, and then get a whole bunch of crap. Which unfortunately is the big risk I feel like taking. Like, Val, that sounds stupid. That's a problem for future Val. Future Val is gonna have to pay for that for years. I was thinking about it, like, as I was looking at this store and going, why did I set it up this way? And I feel like I do that every time I come back to these games. I'm like, why did I set this up like this? It's very funny to me. Alright, we're not gonna cut the meat right now, but we're gonna see... we're gonna see what we can do with, yeah. Okay. I'm thinking... if we have, by the end of the day, when we start the next shift, if we have, like, $1,500, I'm gonna buy a shelf for the back room. Crazy concept. Me... a shelf? Because look at this mess. Look at that. That's so sad. It'll be fine. A shelf is $200. I think we'll be okay. Okay. No one's buying the meats. What? Should I put these on sale? Should I put stuff on sale? I don't really want to. It'll make me money if I do. It'll make me money if I don't. It'll make me money if I do. I'd just rather not have it just sitting on shelves. What do I do? It's fine. Maybe I should put it out more in the front, because maybe it's an issue with the flow of the story, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe if I just do this, because I'm not doing anything with this back area right now, and that'll probably stop people from coming back here. Maybe. That's probably a little bit more. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. Yep. I think that's a better, like, setup for the system that we're in. And then I can maybe I can push this back a little bit and we can have some extra self-checkouts in the future. Maybe. It's possible. We could do that. All right. We got that cut up. And I think that's good for now. We can just leave it alone. Are we for real right now? Oh my god. It's too much. It's just too much, man. Yeah, because croissant. Croissant. Okay. That's good enough. Luckily, we don't really need a lot of other stuff right now. Because we've been pretty on top of making sure that stuff was stocked to begin with. Which is all thanks to me. I did great. And you did great. We all did great. We all did fan-fucking-tastic. And we're starting to slowly get a little bit more money. At the end of the day, we'll have probably about $500 by the end of today's shift, which is awesome. I love that for me. And for you. We did this together. I think maybe we'll actually be able to get some extra stuff. Big stocky time. The stocky. Put these in the freezer. Just go ahead and put this down. He can stock it himself. He's a big boy. I pay him enough. I pay him enough money. He doesn't have to worry about me not paying him. Someone's buying the stuff. Ugh. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. Okay. We don't really need to fill anything up right now. I think we're good. I don't think we actually need to buy anything either, because we just got a fresh stock in of like a bunch of things. But I think it's gonna be okay if we just like start thinking in terms of what do we need next. I think we should do a fresh full pallet of ice cream and or french fries. I think both would be ideal, but it's gonna cost us an arm and a leg, and we don't really have an arm or a leg to sell, so we're still pretty good on our produce, I think. So yeah, it's pretty much just the french fries and the ice cream, so we should be fine. Haha, unless we're just out of a bunch of things otherwise. Anyways, let's end the day first before we buy anything. 1378 was our end of the day balance. We are now at 1085. So we have quite a bit to work with. I think we're gonna get some more oil. I know, crazy concept. Oil? Weird. We'll get some ice cream cones and some french fries. We did fresh stock some french fries, so I'm not too worried about that, but we should get some extras just to have. Other than that, I think we're good. I think we can just kind of save whatever money we have left However, we do need to pay the loan at the start of the day so it doesn't sneak up on us at the end when we're trying to pay off our employees, because that's a big chunk of money coming out, or leaving, rather. So we're starting the day a little bit higher with 273 as our start price, and then we'll work our way up and see what the end of the day is. Let's go ahead and fill her up. Just kidding. So we'll just put this in the back, in the freezer, and then he'll take care of it when he gets in later today. Perfect. Perfect. Perfection. Beautiful. We're gonna stock these right away because I know for a fact they're really low. And then I think what would be a good focus is the next time we need to restock anything, we'll focus on stuff that goes low fast, like jelly beans and oil apparently, and that should be fine. There we go. Try to get more organization going here. Or not, you know, I could just leave that mess for the employees to deal with. Just like my old work used to do to me. Anyways, got that cleaned up. Got that done. Everything is good to go. I actually don't really need to do much besides put out the bread and have a good time. And we'll just watch our store make money. Isn't that nice? Our Mega Home Art is currently level 38. So I'm curious what next we can unlock, or what next we should unlock next time I pay off my loan and we have everything done. I really think we should invest in extra store expansion. I think that'll help really just allow for more employees. More customers, not employees. And we'll probably invest in some self-checkouts while we do that because it just seems like the smart thing to do. For our actual, like, licenses and stuff, we could get another butcher license to fill up the tray, but this is going to cost us $300, and then the meat itself is going to cost about $1,500 to $1,600, meaning it's going to be about $2,000 to set up for this, and I'm not sure I really want to invest $2,000 to set up for this until I have just $2,000 to just kind of invest in this. So seafood is about the same kind of thing because I do not have the tools that a seafood person would need. It's also another $300. We only need the stand, luckily, so that's only 6, so it's only going to cost us $900. And the fish itself is not expensive. However, you do have to have someone standing there cutting the fish for you. And as much as that sounds like fun for me, I'd rather have someone that I can hire, and I'm just not ready to hire another employee right now. So the goal right now is to make sure we have our stock and expand the store and the amount of self-checkouts we have. And that's pretty much all I really want from this game at this time, because it just feels a little bit like a big risk to do anything else. And as much as I like a risk in games, I would really like to not take too many risks at once, because that's how you end up with problems. That's how you end up with problems. Ain't that right? Alright, so we paid more of the loan. We didn't really have to, but we did, just so it's kind of off our mind. The sooner we pay it off, the better. Just like with any loan. Put that in there. How's our bakery doing? Okay. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. All right, it looks like we're good. I think we'll be fine for a little bit. Maybe till the end of the day, we'll kind of figure out what we should be replenishing next. I think we're good though. I think we'll be able to maybe afford an expansion by the end of the day. We might actually be able to do that. We might be able to get another self-checkout. I think it'd be better to do the expansion first, if I'm being honest. I think the expansion allows for more people to come into the store in general, because even if you have an extra self-checkout, if the store level and store expansion level is limited, then you might still be limited. So it's just you have a self-checkout that's not doing anything. So, because we even have, like, we rarely have a completely full register here, and we rarely ever have, I'm sorry, I'm full of shit. We just had a 10th person walk in, and the maximum is 11 right now. So I might have lied. So we might actually have to get that self-checkout first. But it's fine. Because that's we kind of anticipated either or. The expansion would be cheaper, but the self-checkout it's not about what's cheaper, it's just about what's more efficient for me. I don't mind putting the money up if that means that we get more out of our money, you know what I mean? I feel like that makes sense. Grab the wrong tray. I was really happy that they added the butchering stuff. The butchering. Is that the word? I hope so. We're just gonna call it the butch stuff. It's home art. We're home art. We got butch stuff. You know what I mean? I'm glad they added it because it's been a nice little extra thing to do, and it's made pretty decent money from what I can tell. So it's a nice thing to have an extra of. Yeah, you buy that meat. Just one? Guess she's not a meat connoisseur. There is minced meat here though, so that's probably a little bit more convenient for our guests. We must anticipate the needs of the public. I can't tell if this is enough fan for me. If it's too loud for you guys, let me know. Look at you hard at work. Look at you. I baked too much of the baguette, so now I have just so many baguette. I don't like it when they only put the two. Put the whole bit of bread there. All right, we have $1,263. I think at the end of this shift, we should be able to have enough. If we're steady and we're good, we'll have enough for a self-checkout. However, I'm pretty sure we're also gonna need to restock. So I'm gonna put a poll, because I'm really at a loss. Where's the poll? There it is. Hello. I'm personally leaning towards a self-checkout, but I need to hear from y'all. I don't need to hear from y'all, but I would like to hear from y'all. I'll just make the poll 3 minutes. Why not? There we go. Here's a poll. We expand the store or we self-checkout? We can afford to do either one, but after that, we're going to be a little bit in a tizzy. You got 3 minutes to vote. Choose wisely. I like the self-checkout's the number one right now. Fine with me. For some reason, it's not showing me the updated version of the poll right here. I don't know why. I blame OBS. I blame OBS for everything. Tomorrow we're going to be trying a new game, so we won't be playing Mega Market until probably next Monday. Sundays, I think I'll reserve for Supermarket, both Chaos and the Simulator, or we can try to do something else for a change. We can try something else for a change, but we are trying something completely different on stream. It's a game I've played before. When it first launched, I played it within the first year of its initial launch, and I did enjoy the game. However, a big issue for me was it was just really repetitive and boring at the time because there wasn't much to do. And over the years, it's been updated, and I've had people tell me to come back to it, and I never really did. I just kind of played other things, and it was about over 10 years ago that the game came out, so I was constantly doing other stuff. And then in the recent years, I've been feeling called back to it, but never had a real reason. And more it's giving me reason to play again. And they just announced Matt Mercer is going to be joining the game, so I'm like, they already have Neil Newbon voicing a character in this game. He's known as Astarion in the thank you for the one vote to self-checkout. I guess that's what we're doing. He was Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. Ben Starr is in it. Everyone knows Ben Starr. If you don't know Ben Starr, he's Clive Rossfield in the Final Fantasy 16 game. And they announced Renee Zagger, the voice of Emmett Selk from Final Fantasy 14 Online, is also in it as a romanceable option. And if you guys know me, you know I'm an Emmett fucker. So naturally, as things go, I decided I should probably play this game. Because I've been feeling the call for many times, many years. And I think it's about time we start playing again. Now, again, I'm touching the game for the first time since 2014, so I have no idea what I'm doing. In fact, I don't know if I'll even remember exactly what I'm doing. Ooh, we're at $2,300. That's awesome. Let's see what we need to restock. Not much, because we did refill quite a bit. I love this for us. Hello? Okay. Hell yeah to restocking shit. Okay. So it's the end of the day, right? It's the end of the day. We do still need to pay our employees, but we are going to get a self-checkout from the looks of it. So thank you all to the one person who voted. We're $2,400. I'm going to go ahead and open to the next day. We have 2,100, so sorry. It's gonna eat up $1,500. I know, crazy concept, but we'll have a self-checkout. We'll have $600 left, but we'll have a self-checkout. And that'll be really nice. And then maybe the next time we play this game, we'll have enough money to do something else also. Would that be grand? Would that be lovely? So since we have some time while the truck parks... Oh, it's here. I'm gonna go ahead and bake some bread. We don't really need a lot. For some reason, people were not buying bread as much. Is it because they were buying meat? No. Weird. Oh, I guess because I just had enough backstock, it just worked itself out. This is why you invest, guys. This is exactly why. I don't know why I brought this whole trolley out for one self-checkout, but it is what it is. Probably for my back. I need to be careful with my back. Alright, so what we're gonna do for the time being is kind of push some of this back. I think I'll push it back all the way back. Because what I want to do... have that there. Have this here. Here. And then I'll have the meat area kind of in the corner. Tavern beef stew with the round... You know what, Elsie? This is what I love about you. You're a genius. You are so smart. Because that sounds amazing. I think they should do that. I think they should definitely make bread bowls. That's probably what they are doing with the bread, but what do I know? All right, so this is our meat and bakery area. That's kind of cramped, but we'll get the expansion in the next playthrough. I am going to set this up. We still have a bit of time before stream is over. So I'm going to open the store. We can now have 15 people in our space. We don't need to order anything right now, so I'm just going to say we're starting the day with $600. I know, we've been starting the day with like 200, 150. Like we're starting with like a really good amount, so I'm really happy about that. Also hydrate. I'm going to hydrate right now. Please also hydrate. Nashville fried mozzarella. They still young, yeah. Please get your vegetables. The hunger is speaking, yes. Please eat something. Please eat something. Goodness. The shelf is full! Oh well. Let's move this out of the way. It's kind of in the way. Okay, all good, all good. How are we on our loan? Let's see. So we have about 7 days left of the loan. I think that's great. We have 66. No, we have 67, 67 in our 69s. Okay, it changed, but it was still funny. We had $676.70. So 6767. Very cool. Very demure, very mindful. I know the store got real big real fast. We did have to change some of our employee situation, but I actually think that works out beautifully because we don't have to worry about as much. And look, somebody's using the self-checkout. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely. Beautiful. Amazing. Wonderful. Okay, so on our to-do list is expand the store. We should be able to do that very soon, actually, since we're making extra money. Probably get more meat because we need to continue cutting the meat. Probably need to get one of each. I could probably do that soon, but I'm gonna kind of wait till it gets lower before I do that. Because we still also have, like, the minced meat and stuff. We'll just wait and see the end of the day. And then we'll get the expansion at the end of the day. And then the next shift, we'll get, like, our restock going. But that's not going to be till next stream, so we'll probably see this again next Monday. If we even stream next Monday. Listen, I have these random days where I'm just too tired to be able to function, so days I'm not doing stream, it's usually because I'm like, I don't think I can be a people right now. I am not able to be a person for myself. How can I be a person for the collective? Okay, we're gonna order some more juice. We good on chicken nuggets? Are we good on meat? No, but we need this meat. We need this meat, bro. Show me your... No, sorry. We're not saying that. That's gross. Ooh, we have just enough to get... We don't need to order anything. We can actually go get the expansion now. I'm going to do it now because we're still early in the day. We can still make money to pay our employees because that's the priority. It's not even keeping the store stocked. It's keeping our employees happy. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? I paid $1,300 for this? What the shit? Anyways. It's fine. I'm not mad. You're mad. Disgusted even, but mad nonetheless. Disgusting. Okay. I think we can start to maybe move the actual store around. Maybe. I'm gonna put this back here. Because I think it would go better here. Right? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. But I'm gonna see if I can fit this here. Yeah. Is it a little inconvenient? Yeah, but the NPCs don't really give a shit. So why should I? Also, I had a grocery store that had a line that went through. Like, I didn't have it, but I worked at a grocery store that had, like, a line going through, and it was very not convenient for everybody in the store who worked there or otherwise. Okay. Cane sugar. Cane sugar. Actually, our guy's here. He can stock that for me. I don't give a shit. It's not my job anymore. It's his job. Okay, so we're at $600 at 2 p.m. We're not going to order anything, even though we really need more meat. I'm going to wait till we're a lot lower before I start ordering things. But we still have carrots. We still have grapefruit. We still have a lot of things. So I'm not too stressed about it. Or should I be? We're also almost done with stream. Isn't that crazy? We have like 10 minutes left. Or less. No, the juice sold out! No! Okay, it's fine. Don't need to be dramatic, Val. It's okay. Okay, well, while I'm ordering this, might as well just order the meats. Oh, no, I don't have enough! It's okay. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend any money. I'm gonna wait for the money to fill up, and then it just dies. Wait. Okay. That's better. Good. Perfect. Amazing. I'm like rapid clicking. You guys are like, this is supposed to be a cozy stream. Val, are you cozy? No, because it's not going fast enough. You gotta go faster, bro. No, not there. I love when the game doesn't do what I want it to. Ooh, we're at 1100. Nice. We're gonna have to order more stuff. God damn it. I hate when that happens. I hate when I have to buy stuff. Okay, I think that's our last order for the night because by then we'll have everything stocked up by tomorrow. We still have a couple people in the store, so we'll still have enough money to pay our employees and have enough left over for the next day. We're good. No anxiety here about our spending. It's fine. Not the ad warning. What the fuck? One AFK. One AFK with, okay, one AFK for coffee. Can't talk today. And had a. I'm gonna assume you meant wild conversation. I'm not sure what you meant, but I'm gonna move on. About rigor tortoise. I'm assuming you mean the other word, but anyways, what a fun topic to have with your mother. That's a fun thing to talk about with your mother. Please always talk about. Oh, woke. Hole? Okay. You know what? That's what I thought you meant, and then you said woke, and I was like, I didn't know you spelled it with an H. Is there a reason? And now I'm realizing I can't fucking read. We have $1,500. We already got the self-checkout. We already got the expansion. We're good. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. Okay, we're gonna bake some bread. We're gonna put more bread out. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put out more croissants. All we really need is the donuts, right? We're gonna hit snooze on this ad. She wrote McConnell letters about lowering the voting age when she was in high school. Hook. Wheaton. Please do. I would love it if you started saying woke like that. Alright. This probably needs some work. So we're gonna move Miss Girl over here. And then we're gonna move this over here. And this down a little bit. Or what we can do is move it at an angle over here. Perfect. It probably still needs some work. I think I could probably move it more this way. Perfect. Okay, I think that will probably help with the flow of things. He's a lich. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we're at $1,600 by the end of the day, which I love. However, we have to pay our employees because, you know, the law and all that. All right, let's pay some of this loan. We'll have $900 after. Let's see about some, I think we'll hold off on meat except for the strip loin steak. And I think we're good on bread. Let's see. We probably need more of this meat. We'll hold off on ice cream for now. And I think we're just gonna hold off on most things because we don't really need to get a whole lot right now. We have $400. And it is already 1, so we're gonna have to pause it there because that is pretty much all we decided to do today. Wow. So, that's the end of today's stream. Happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. I hope the messages this morning helped you, or at least reminded you of yourself as they were intended. If you are looking for that VOD, it will be up on... Time was non-existent. It will be up on the YouTube later today. I try my best to have it uploaded as soon as I can, as soon as I'm done with stream. But unfortunately, that's not always what happens. Hi, Ko-fi bot. Thank you for timing so perfectly. So we do also have the Ko-fi bot, which is where you can purchase a reading. Readings are $30 and up, depending on what you need. Right now, I only have one reading available, which is a flat $30. When I'm available for free readings, there will be only 20 slots. I'll have that linked as soon as I can. We also have a Discord. You can come see when I'm streaming, how to book a reading, all of that. The Discord's probably the best bet for getting, like, all your information. So, if you need to know when I'm streaming, my schedule, if I'm open for readings or not, it's all gonna be there. So the VOD will be on YouTube. It'll also be on Twitch for whatever time it is. But yeah, that is stream. That is it. It's over. I'm so sorry. We're gonna be trying a new game tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat schedule. 10 a.m. PST as always. If I have to cancel, of course, I'll let the Discord know. So that's also another good reason to be in the Discord is that there will be an announcement if I'm canceling stream for whatever reason. Thank you guys for being here. Hydrate, nourish with some green oil. Yes, please hydrate, nourish yourselves. Take care of yourselves. If I don't see you tomorrow, hopefully I see you sometime next week. But if I don't see you anytime, please have a good week and enjoy yourself. And let me know how you're doing in the Discord or otherwise. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.